welcome back to Lounging Lizards, where my lizards are still lounging. Today we're going to talk about why it is not okay to keep leopard geckos together in one tank. There are some exceptions to that rule, but in general I don't feel like you need to keep 2 or more geckos together in one tank. First rule is no males are to be together. I say it like that because there are people that assume that because they are clutch mates that 2 males can be together. No, even if they are related, you cannot keep 2 males together because it's all cute when they're babies, but once they get older, they can and will hurt each other and they will kill each other. Think of it in the wild. When they're in the wild, they're very solitary creatures. They don't like to be together. The only reason why they get together is for mating purposes, and that's it. So, you do not want to keep 2 males together because they will fight. Next is males and females. Now, a lot of people will assume that they have a female, they put a male in there, and it's basically like a boyfriend-girlfriend situation. No. It is literally stressing your female out to the point where they can and will die. Sometimes they will refuse to eat for months on end. They will be stressed out, they will lose weight rapidly, and eventually they will die. The only reason why you should be putting a male and a female together is for very limited amounts of time, and they should be only together for mating purposes. So if you're a breeder, by all means put a male and a female together, but only put them in there for 2 to 3 days tops, and that's it. Do not leave them in there for the rest of the time, because the male will continually want to breed even when the female is not ovulating. So that's just so much stress on the female that they can and they will die from stress. So, just really keep that in mind when you want to get. Lastly, we have females and females. So 2 females, 2 or 3, you can keep females together, but there are a lot of restrictions with that rule. They must be the same size, weight, and length. They must be the same personalities, so you have to have, if you have an easygoing female leopard gecko, you want to put another easygoing female leopard gecko. If you have a female that's actually quite dominant, which can happen, there will be fighting. Another thing is food aggression. I've seen a lot of people having to split up their 2 females when they're living together to feed them because they will take over feeding time and the other one will not get as much food and nutrients as the other. So that's another thing you have to make sure that you keep an eye on. A lot of the times people, when they have 2 females, they'll say, oh, they're cuddling on their heating spot, and usually one will be over top of the other. That's literally dominance. They're actually, in a cute looking way, they are fighting for dominance over that heat spot. They want to get the perfect heating spot, so when you see one underneath another, that one basically won that battle, and it's just laying there, and the other one's not getting enough heat. So that's what that is. It's not cuddling. It might look cute, but it is definitely not cuddling. That is dominance. That is dominance, and that is taking over the best heating spot for that area. If you're going to keep 2 or 3 females together, make sure you get a big enough tank with a lot of hides. I'm talking, like, let's say you have 2 leopard geckos, or 3 of them together, 3 females. You want to get at least a 20-gallon long tank. If you really want to have a lot of space for them, get them the large Exoterras, the large low. That will be a lot of space for them, and offer at least 5 or 6 hides. Like having a whole side of the tank be a heated side so that they have more options for heat instead of fighting over it. What else? You have to make sure that you're monitoring them very, very closely. I'm talking like once every day, like at night. You want to take each individual one out, look them over, give them an evaluation, see if there's any scuffs or scratches or bites. If you see one of them is losing weight rapidly or is not eating during meal times, remove all of the geckos because that's a food aggression and food possession issue. Do not keep them together anymore after that. I do realize not a lot of people have a lot of space to keep these guys, but literally this is an Exoterra small low. They don't take up much space. They are a bit expensive, but honestly, for the health and well-being of your geckos, it's just better in the long run to keep them separated. So, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys found this informative. And of course now Prudence comes out at the end. I think she wants to say bye.